Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. It's your wife in training. It's your wife in training, yeah. Hello, YouTube kings and queens, prince and princesses. It's Queen Elisabeth Sasha, bringing you videos that empowers families and household living. So I just want to tell you guys, thank you so much. We're like this close to 300 subscribers. So guys, keep up the love. We appreciate you. We appreciate you being loyal and, you know, productive people. And we ask that you stay blessed, highly productive, and prosperous in this coming end of the year. We ask that you stay blessed, keep on chugging on, and God got your back, okay? Because God is on the job. So without further ado, we want to jump into this rice and peas video. It's long overdue, and I just wanted to set it up really well. So here we have some Goya products. This is not sponsored, of course. If you are out there, Goya, we would appreciate a hashtag, some love over here, because we are true supporters of you guys. But again, you guys make great products. So, hey, we are so grateful that you put so much love into your products, and we are here for it. So without further ado, we're going to show you from back to the front the products that we have that we use to make our rice and peas. Our wonderful, delicious rice and peas. Okay, so we have the golden Canilla Goya rice. That's the parboiled rice. We have about 4 red cups. This cup is about 16 ounces. We have 4.5 red cup. Okay, that's how I measure it. And of course, we're gonna wash it, so I'll show you how to do that as well. We have the Goya coconut milk. We have the big bag of peas. So we use 2 cups of peas, and this is about 4 pounds, right? So I would say I use about 16 ounce of red peas, right? And there they have the small red, and then they have the big kidney beans, but we like to use the small reds. We have 7 pepper blends. We have sweet and smoky Southwest seasoning, and that one is salt free. We have the all chicken purpose seasoning, and you have the Bayou Cajun seasoning. So all of them are here. And of course, we're gonna put about 1 teaspoon, as you guys could see, 1 teaspoon of salt inside of the water that we cook the peas in. So I'm going to show you guys that in a second. So without further ado, we have the coconut milk here, and that goes in after the peas have been cooked. And then once the peas have been fully cooked, we blend it in with the peas and let it cook down for a little bit. And the reason is because they don't want the coconut milk to run your belly or give you diarrhea, right? And then later on, we add the peas in. But we like to just have everything laid out so you guys can follow the recipe to a T. Now, I don't want you to have to go and buy the seasoning, but there are seasoning that you could substitute. Like if you have some Mrs. Dash, you can just up the actual up it to a tablespoon of seasoning. But most likely, all sometime you need is like some black pepper. And if you have some regular seasoning, any kind of nice seasoning you could use just to give the rice and peas some form of flavor. As we said before, we have about 14 cups of water in this actual pot here. We have 4 cloves of garlic, and we have some ginger that's cut up here. So there's 1 tablespoon of salt, because we try not to use too much salt, because of course you guys know that can lead to hypertension and other stuff. Of course, I'm not a doctor, but still, you want to moderate, like use seasoning in moderation. And if you are going to get seasonings that are salt free, as you guys could see that we had before. So we're gonna turn on the stove eventually so we can start boiling the peas. The peas are going to take about approximately 1 hour for them to really cook, but we like to soak it in the water so that gets all the gas out of the beans. You guys ever notice that you have gas after you eat beans? Well, this is the process of doing it. When you put that garlic in there, that ginger, it kind of helps the gas that's in the beans to like get out of there. So you always soak the peas in the water. So this is about 14 cups of water. We have 4 cloves of garlic and a piece of ginger that we cut up. So we're gonna start boiling this up and I'll get back to you guys once we have a boil. Okay, all this steam that's coming out of the pot, guys. So far this is what we're looking like. Rice and peas is I said rice and peas. The peas are boiling up. You see the color of the actual water. It's becoming red and more red. So we're gonna let it boil. It hasn't even been 30 minutes yet. This is about 10 minutes of boiling, and look at it already. The peas are rising to the top and the water is getting redder and redder. So once it draws down, meaning that it boils all the way down to the bottom, we're gonna add another 14 cups of water to this so it could continue to boil. So we're gonna start a clock in the next 5 minutes or so on how long it's gonna take to draw down, and then we're gonna add another 14 cups of water. And then once that draws down and the peas are soft, or the beans are soft, then we're gonna add the actual coconut milk inside of the peas along with the other items that we have. While you guys went away, this is what I went to go get. I went to go get the unsalted butter. We have right here scallions, thyme, and more garlic, right? And then we have 4 tablespoons of butter that's just chilling on the side, that's ready to go in once the coconut milk is ready. So I'll bring you guys back. We don't just put the actual thyme in there by itself. We use a cheesecloth, which is by Good Cook cheesecloth. So we wrap our actual thyme inside of the cheesecloth, because those things, you don't want it to get into your body and stuff like that. I heard it's dangerous for men to like just consume thyme leaves, but I'm not sure. I'm not a medical professional as always, so yeah, just do your own due diligence. But if you don't like that the leaves inside of your food, this is another way to counteract that too as well. So the cheesecloth will do that. It will still give you the flavor of thyme, but without the leaves. My cheesecloth, it is pretty much the length of the actual steak knife. So everyone has a steak knife at home, so it's about this size. So just trying to show you guys. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, as you guys can see, there's an extra overlap. I'm gonna rinse it and then place my thyme inside of it and bundle it up. So when I do that, I'll get back to you guys in a few. So as you can see, the cheesecloth has been rinsed with some warm water. We're gonna then take our thyme from over here, and we're gonna just fold the thyme into 2 pieces, like fold it over like this, like it's a branch. Right, so you're just gonna fold it, and as you can see, the thyme is actually just flaking off already, right? Then we're gonna wrap over, and then we're gonna tie it into a knot when we're done. Have it, folks, just wrapped up until it looks like this, and then you're gonna just take it and just throw it in the pot. So I usually put it in the pot like when the peas and the coconut milk are going to go in together. So this has been 30 minutes of boiling, and as you see, the water has gone down significantly from where it was before. So it's starting to get that like maroon color, like look at the water, just red. But you see the peas are starting to look like a little pinky color, because the water is like pretty much taking the color away from the peas. So as you can see, they're still like withered up. I don't know if you can see them. So we're gonna wait till they get like a little bit soft. So you can't really see the water line, but before you can kind of see like right here in the pot where the line had started. You can't really see it like that, but you could kind of see it right here. On this side of the pot you can, right? So where that water line was, we're gonna refill it back with another 14 cups of water. So we're gonna let it draw down just a little bit tad more, and then we're gonna add 14 more cups of water. Once that draws back down to that line again, to where that line is right now, then we'll add in the coconut milk and the actual cheesecloth of thyme. Okay? In the meantime, we're gonna actually start washing our rice or rinsing it, just to get some starch out of it. So we have pretty much, I would say, 4.5 cups of rice. So this is 4 red cups, and if you know, these red cups right here of rice. So 4.5 of them. So each one is about 16 ounces. And we know 8 ounces equals 1 cup. So we have about 4.5 cups. I'd say about 5 cups of rice pretty much in this bowl here. So we're gonna wash it and wash it and wash it some more. I would say it's like about 5 cups of rice, yeah. But look at all that creamy water that's coming off of it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drain it off. As you guys can see here, we're just gonna lean it over. And you see that milky water? And we're gonna be sure not to let any of the rice get away, right? As they say, waste not, want not. You see how the rice is not really moving? So we're gonna turn on the faucet again and do the same thing. And once it's like that again, we're gonna just massage the rice. Right, so we see that the water is about this much. We're gonna pour it off again. And I know, guys, sometimes the videos are so long, but you know, to cook our kind of food, to cook it the authentic way, this is what my mom and dad would do, this is what my grandparents would do. So you really have to sometimes trust the process. So you kind of got the actual thing that we're trying to get here. So I'm gonna just turn off the camera and bring you guys back when the water kind of like runs clear. Once you see it start to look like this with not much starch inside of it, I'm gonna wash it one more time again. But once you start to notice that the water is getting clearer, that's when you know your rice is ready. And that's when you know, okay, you don't need to wash it anymore. So we wash it about 4 times totally. So we're just gonna massage it some more, and I'll get back to you guys in a few. All right, so we are almost there. As you guys can see that, look at that. Oh my God, yes. So this is the color that you want to get there. So you see how it like runs pretty much almost clear? Like you could see your hands. Yeah, this is the color that you want. So we're just gonna continue to massage it. Make sure you get every ounce, every corner of the pot, of the actual basin. Look at that. And that's what you're looking for, this kind of color of water. Once you see this color of water, then you know that most of the starch is gone, right? And it's gonna just be a little bit healthier for you. Plus, we don't know what the rice has been through, right? So you kind of want to rinse it too anyway. But to each his own. You can wash it to like maybe the 2nd time, or you can wash it 4 times like I did. So this is the 4th wash. All right, so we're gonna get down to this much water in the bowl and into the container, and then we're just gonna place it back up here. So the rice is fully washed now, and we're just gonna cover it up until we are ready to actually put it in the pot. So you're starting to see that. Look at that. Ooh, baby, yes. So you see how you can kind of like see the line in the pot? Oh, it draw down, like literally you can see the bottom of the pot. This much water is left. That's what we're talking about. So as my father would say, sink the peas to me. We have the sinking feet. So here it is, another 14 cups of water. We're gonna just pour this into the pot again. easy yourself. So the peas them gone to the bottom of the pot, right? This is what we call sink the peas. All right, so we're gonna let it boil down again. That by the second drawdown, the peas are gonna be fully cooked. So guys, just trust the process. All right, so we have the second 14 cups of water. So totally we had 28 cups of water that we used to make our peas, and about 14 cups of water to wash the rice. I would say about that, right? So we're gonna come back after this is boiling again, and we're just gonna show you like an update. And then once it draws down again, that's when we add the coconut milk, the thyme in the cheesecloth, scallion, more garlic, and all of the seasoning to season our rice. So stay tuned. We're gonna check on the peas, and that's what they look like. So the water that we put in there was up here. It has gone down to here. And we're just gonna stir it up a little bit. And that's what the peas look like. They're not quite soft yet, but they're getting there. By the time the water goes down, I believe that they'll be ready. So we're just gonna keep you posted on what's going on here. As you can see, some of them, they're starting to get soft, but they're not where they're supposed to be yet. So we have our coconut milk ready to go into the pot, and here we have it boiled down all the way. The stove is turned down to low, and we're gonna go ahead and stir it up just a little bit just to see what the peas look like. They are fully cooked now. And what we're gonna do, pour in the coconut milk. Make sure the can is empty. It's gonna look just like that. All right, so now we're gonna stir it up just a little bit. All right, so now we're gonna toss in the seasoning with the butter. We're gonna throw in the actual cheesecloth with thyme. Scallion and Scotch bonnet pepper. So that's what it should look like. So we're gonna stir it up just a little bit and bring it to a boil. So we're gonna just turn the stove back up just a little tad. So we're gonna turn it back from low to high just to get it to a boil, so that way the actual coconut milk is gonna get seasoned. And then after this, we're gonna pour in our rice. I promise you guys, we won't be long. Guys, so we're gonna put the rice in now. All right, so we stirred it, and now we're just gonna put the lid back on there. Yay. All right, so this is what we're looking like. The water is slowly evaporating, so we're gonna start turning down the stove back down to low. But we're gonna wait for the water just a little bit more. You see how like you can still see a heavy movement? We're just gonna wait just maybe like another 5 minutes, and then we're gonna put the foil paper over. All right, so the stove is officially turned down to low. And now what we are going to do is add the foil paper so it stays this moist. Like you see all that water that dried out that fast? We're gonna just add the foil paper to the top of the pot, and that's just to keep the pot steady, like a steady consistency of cooking the rice. So then we're gonna put the foil paper on there and cover it up, and the stove is on low, and it's just gonna stay like this till the rice is fully finished cooking. So let me just wrap the arms around the handles. I'm just gonna wrap the handles and just so it's like creating a tight seal on the pot. So this is what it should look like. Back in Jamaica, sometimes they would use like a saran wrap kind of thing going on. You see how it like steam is still coming out, but it just keeps it contained. So we'll leave it like this for like another 20 minutes to an hour and just let it just simmer. But officially, the rice and peas has officially been cooked. All right, guys. So here we have the finished product of the rice and peas, served inside of an actual pineapple skin with some pineapples, lobster, and mixed vegetable. I hope that you guys love this video. We'll do a video for the lobster in a few, maybe on the next video, but I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like. Bon appetit. I love you guys. Till Pluto and back. Smooches, stay blessed, and I hope you all have a productive and prosperous week. See you guys soon. Smooches, bye.